The following episode of Dad vs. Daughter was made possible by a contribution from Cosmos. Hello and welcome to another episode of Dad vs. Daughter. I'm Tim the Dad.
I'm Megan the daughter.
Kind of chilly.
Well, the cold never bothered me anyway.
Because what are we playing?
We are playing Nunatak, the Temple of Ice from Cosmos.
Yes, this is a really cool temple building game that also has set collection.
Yeah.
And it's got these really cool ice cubes.
We're going to build the Temple of Ice.
Yep. So let's just get it to the table and we'll show it off.
Okay.
To set up the game, you're actually going to assemble the outside border. You have a huge stack of tiles, and those have numbers on them, 1 through 4. You're going to separate those out into the individual numbers. All of the ones, then after you shuffle them, you're going to randomly place here to basically create the first floor of the temple. Then you're going to take all the rest. You're going to start with 4s on the bottom, then 3s, and then 2s. And as you complete squares, you are going to use these tiles in order to create the next level of the temple. We're going to start with 4 cards in a display, and kind of like those tiles, they have numbers on them 1 through 4. So you can see we're going to shuffle all the 1s, put those together, then the 2s, then the 3s, and then the 4s. We also have cards that are called the blessing cards, and we have a stack of those. We just shuffle those up, and we're always going to have 2 of those in our display.
They have some one-time abilities, end-of-game abilities, which is what that symbol means, and immediate actions.
Yes, and we'll talk about those as they happen. But basically on our turn, what we're going to do is we are going to select one of the cards from the display here, and based on the symbol on the card, we are going to take one of our blocks and place it on that corresponding tile that's here. If for any reason there is a card up here that has a symbol that is not showing on the board, you actually cannot place that. Also, in a 2-player game, we are going to have a dummy player, and we're going to start with 2 of our own colored cubes and 1 of the dummy player's cubes.
His name is Siku.
Yes.
Or their name is Siku.
And you can place these in any order that you want. You can place yours, both of yours first. You can place his first, or I should say the dummy player's first. But what you're going to do is you're going to be placing those out. And you're always going to have 3 cubes. You're going to have 2 of your own and 1 of his. So you have to play all 3 of those before you basically refresh your cubes that you have. So once you have a set of basically a 2x2 square, then you're going to draw the next tile off of the stack, and you're going to place it, and that's going to start creating the next level of the pyramid. And then what you're going to do is if you were the one who completed that square, you're going to get 5 points. If you have the second most, then you're going to get 2 points. And if there's a tie for second, you're going to get 1 point apiece. If there is a tie for the most, then you both get 5 points.
As you continue building up your temple and you start to place more tiles above it, then you get points for the supporting, but only on your turn.
Yes. So you're going to get 1 point for every support piece that you have. There is a blessing card that allows you to get more points, and those blessing cards are going to do various things too. And like I said, we'll talk about those as they happen. We have an architect track down here that we have a little cube on, and whenever you complete either a column or a row, you're going to be able to move your marker 1 space along that.
It is not diagonally.
Correct. No diagonally here. This isn't a Harry Potter game. No. There are different types of traits that we're going to be going for here. So we have the builder, and the builder is actually, it's one of the 2 that are going to give you a special action. So whenever you take a builder, you can basically take one of the building tiles and you can swap it with any other free tile, meaning it does not have a marker on it. And then you're going to place your marker on there like that. The other special one is the elder, and the elder is the one that's going to allow you to take one of the blessing cards. Now, I do want to point out that you don't get an option of taking blindly off the top of the deck. You see that in a lot of other games, but in this, no, you have to take one of the two display. So jumping back up here, we have the sculptor, and the sculptor is going to give you points based on how many of those cards that you have in your tableau. Next, we have the artisan, and kind of like the sculptor, the artisan is going to give you points based on the same artisan symbol that you have. So you can see we have a pickaxe, we have rope, and then we have a saw. Let's say I had 3 of the pickaxes, I would get 8 points. And let's say if I only had 1 of the rope, I would get none. But for every set of 3 that we have, then we're also going to get a bonus 10 points. The next one is one I really like, and that's the Beast of Burden. You are going to multiply all of your Beast of Burden cards by the number of symbols that they have on there. And if you look in our display, right now they only have 1, but they will actually have 2 or 3 on there as well. And so you're going to use that to multiply by the number of cards you have. Last game we played, I really scored a lot of points for that. Next, we have the architect, and the architect, you're going to multiply the cards based on the number you reach on the architect track. And you'll notice that we actually have some blank spaces on there. So if you're on a blank space, let's say I was on this blank space here, I would only multiply it by 3. But if I was all the way up here, then I would be able to multiply by 7. I already mentioned the elder card and what that does. You will get 1 point for each of the cards that you have with a matching symbol, because those are going to have 2 symbols at the top. So as kind of an in-game bonus, you're going to count up how many of those symbols that you have, and you're going to get points based on that. You're also going to get 2 points for every unused blessing card that you have. And then finally, for each set, and there's 6 different symbols, so if you have 1 of each, you're going to get 10 points for every set of those that you have. All right, so that's set up, so let's get ready to play. We have this really cool first player marker, and I'll ask Megan, would you like to be the first player? Please. And of course she says yes, because she always does.
Not always.
Well, yeah.
If it's beneficial for me to go second, I'll go second. I think I'm gonna try your strategy. I'm gonna go for the beasts.
I like the beasts.
Well, and you get more points too at the end if you have more of your tiles like on the edge.
Yes.
So that's another strategy.
And we'll talk about that at the end of the game when we talk about in-game scoring. I think I'm going to take the sculptor. Okay. And I'm going to go right here. And it's nice that your pieces actually interlock with the tiles.
Yeah. I'm going to go that way for the artisan. It's a pole saw. That's what it is.
Pole saw. Okay.
Looks just like an oar.
Well, I'm going to take this Beast of Burden because it's got 2 on there. It is a twofer. And I'm
meant to be in the 1 deck?
Place that right there.
It is a 1 card?
Yep, it is.
Okay, I was just making sure. Yep. I was like, ooh, it's early. Oh. Alright. Siku. He's gonna go.
And you don't have to play it this way, but I think we've always found that we play our 2 out, then we play the Siku.
Let them go. I'll go there. Why not? And then for their deck, they just go aside, but if they're building cards, they stay face up because builders are for the majority. The last couple games we've ended up playing, CQ has had the majority of the builder cards, yes, which is kind of funny.
He kicks butt.
Yeah.
Oh, also CQ, whenever he takes it, an elder card, he does not get
the
blessing.
Nope.
I think Siku is going to take a Beast of Burden card. And we just flip that over.
Yep.
And he will go here.
Right.
So now that I've used all mine, I will refill my blocks.
I think I'm going to go here for the elder. I'll take this one. And then my blessing card, I'll take the Blessing of Transference. At the end of scoring, you may move one of your cards to any other type of card. So that might be beneficial. So I'll keep that over here so I don't get confused.
All right, I'm going to take this Architect. And I will place right here.
going to take the sculptor. And I'm going to go here. So I have completed a 2x2.
Yep, so you're going to get 5 points.
Yep. Drop that on there. There we go.
All right, I'm going to take another Beast of Burden.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to place that right there.
Nice.
Another Architect.
Lots of architects there. CQ will go there. He'll take an architect.
No, I think CQ will take this
Oh,
Elder. And he's going to go right there.
All right. So we've got a pickaxe, a rope. Yeah, we'll go there. See, I have a pole saw, so it doesn't matter. I'll take that one. I'll take the rope.
The rope. I'm going to take an Artisan. And I'm going to place here.
Okay.
So that will complete, and I'll get 5 points for that.
2.
Square. Oh, I did
2,
complete 2.
yeah.
So I'll actually get 10 points total.
Yep. And you have the majority there, so you're good. So if you tie there, it was like the 2 and 2, it said you get the higher because you placed that one.
And CQ doesn't get
he
any
doesn't get any
points.
points, but just for the tiebreaker aspect. Oh, new card, please.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Take another sculpture. I will go here, which that completes. So that's 5. And get down a beast.
Well, I will take this Beast of Burden card,
Yeah.
and I'm going to go right here.
So that completes 2.
So, oops. So that will complete 2. So I'll get 10 points for that. Plus, I have also completed a row and a column. So I'm going to be able to move my architect, or move 2 spaces on my architect track.
Nice. How'd you get 10? You got 5 from the 1, but you didn't have majority here.
You are correct.
So you should have only gotten 5 for the first one.
Yeah, so Megan just caught me. I tried to cheat.
Yep.
She will actually get 5 points for this, and I will get 2. Actually, I will get 1 because I tie with CQ.
Yep.
And let's see, I place that one. And I do get 5 for that one.
You did get the 5.
And I was the only one. Yeah.
Okay.
Oops.
New card for Siku. Siku is going to be an architect.
Yeah, I think CQ is going to be a builder.
That one.
He's going to build
And
here.
over here, so he's coping. Close off this one.
But you will get 5 points because, actually.
No, he would. I would get the 2.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll get the 2 points. Yeah.
Oh, he completed a row.
Yeah, but
You blocked me there, didn't you?
I did.
You could have taken points. Help
I could've.
yourself out.
I could have.
You or me. I will take this one. So the sculptor. So I will get 5 for that.
Yeah.
And you get 5 though for that. 4, 5.
And you
4,
completed.
5. So I get 2.
You completed a column,
do,
so
so
you'll
I
get to
get-
move on your architect track.
Yep. Woohoo.
All right. I will take builder,
Mhm.
and I will go here.
Yep.
Which will
that's
complete that,
5.
so that'll be 5 points.
Nice.
Oops. Flip it over.
Don't have the pickaxe, so that works right there.
Yeah, and you completed a row and a column, so you're going to be able to move 2 spaces on your architect track.
And I completed this, so we tie. But I placed it, so I get the majority. So that's 5 for me.
2 for me.
2 for you. And this one, I have majority, so that's another 5.
points. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to take that elder.
Okay.
And
Would you like this one?
let me place this first. I'm going to place this one here.
So you get support.
So I have support, so I have 3 supports. I'm going to get 3 points for that. And yeah, I'll take the variety
Okay.
one.
And new card, please.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 1 set already.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I want that one. No, I was looking at this.
Oh,
I want
what's that one?
card. The Blessing of Adornment. At the end scoring, you may score your sculptors according to this table instead, and they are much higher points.
Ooh.
There's no
You already
elder.
got 3.
Yeah. Go here. Get rid of that. He's completed this. You actually have majority though.
Yep.
So you're gonna get.
I'll get 5, and you tie with him, so you're gonna get 1.
Yep. We're just playing leapfrog over here.
Yep. Siku's gonna take the builder, and he's gonna go here.
He completes that row. He gets 5. I get 2. Nice.
Well, he wouldn't get
Well,
5, but yes,
he would have
you're
gotten 5, but
second
I
place.
get the 2. New card, please. Thank you, sir. I feel like I can't pass up that 3 beast burden because you're gonna get it if I don't.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I don't know. So I'm gonna snag that.
You're gonna get 3 points for support there. You know what? I'm gonna take that elder.
Yeah. You want this one?
I do. I'm gonna go right
Oh, yeah.
here. Sadly, though, I get 0 for support.
This is such a good card. The Blessing of Expansion came out though. When a 2x2 square is complete, you receive 9 if you own 3 of the ice blocks. If you own all 4, you get 12 points.
Nice.
I don't think you're the only one that owns all 4 down at the bottom layer.
I have 2 that have all 4.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. You're the only one. Doesn't matter which one I have. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to complete a row here.
Yeah.
So I got that.
Which is nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I gotta take this artisan.
I should not have pointed out that blessing card.
Blessing. I'll go here. I will get 2 points for support.
Mm-hmm. Nice. He's gonna just jump in right there.
Yeah, I think he's gonna take the sculpture.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just gonna go, oh no, I don't want to do that.
Block yourself.
I don't want to do that.
I was gonna say,
Oops.
make him be a builder.
Yeah, we'll take a builder. He always wins building.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just gonna go there.
Okay.
And typically we don't invoke the special builder thing
No.
for the
Not really.
for Siku.
No.
The moving of the tiles.
Tiles, yeah. I will do this one.
Nice.
Sculptor.
3 points for support.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah. I will take that one. And I will take that, yes. And that's going to go here. That did complete a row and a column, so I will get to move 2 spaces on my
Nice.
architect track. Also, I do want to point out, this has a 1x.
Yes.
You can't use this on the turn that you've taken it.
Yes.
It's got to be on a future turn.
Take that artisan. So that completes a row. And I get 1, 2, 3 for support, please. Ooh, that's a double card.
Double card, yeah. So yeah, now we're into 3s. Oh, when I placed that there, I should have actually gotten 5 for that.
Yeah. And then we would have both got 1 here.
So 5.
So give yourself 6. And then 1 for me.
For you.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead and place it there.
It's okay. We caught up.
I caught the row and column part, but
yeah,
I think I got to take the sculptor and go here.
Nice.
And I will get 4 points for support.
Would you like to cash in your blessing card?
That's when you complete a square.
Oh. So you're not there yet.
No.
Okay, new card.
Another double.
I feel like I gotta hate block you. Oh, that's not my card, that's Siku's.
Yeah.
But he completes this.
Yeah, but I will get 5 points for the square.
Yeah.
So 1, 2.
But I didn't want you to get that one and then
Yeah, I hear
cash in on that one.
He's going to take the architect, and he's going to go. Yeah, he'll go here. So you're going to get 5 points for that.
No, we tie.
Oh, you tied, but
He
it's
gets
his turn, so
it's first,
you'll
I
get
get
2
2.
points. Sorry,
Yep.
You're right.
It's okay. Grab your new cubes.
Yeah. My blocks, my ice blocks.
I'm gonna break tradition. Siku's gonna go first there.
Oh, for the builder.
Yep.
So yeah, he's got quite a few in the builders.
So you get 1 point.
I'll get 2 points.
2 points. Oh, crap. There you go. Take it.
Yeah, I will take the beast of burden, and then I'm going to go here, which will give me another movement on my architect, which is just a blank space, but that's okay. Another beast of burden.
Yeah, I'll take that one. I'll finish this off.
Of course you will.
So that bumps me up. That actually finishes this and that.
Yep,
so that's
so you get
2.
2.
This one, we both get 2. Because
we
both
get 1.
Both get 1, and then this one I'll get 5 since I was the one that completed it. So.
Well, I think I got to take the builder.
Complete
and go
that.
here, which will complete a row. So I'll move that on there.
I'll take the sculptor. I'll go here.
And you'll get 1 for support.
Yep.
Oops. Siku is going to take the artisan.
Okay.
And he's going to go here.
Nice. Siku's going to go there.
All right, so
completes a row. Doesn't matter, but he
completes. Wow, did we? Let's see. Did we miss him? No, he just completed a ton.
Bunch. So he completes this with nobody.
Yeah. This one, you and I will both get 1 point. This one I will get 5 and you will get 2.
Yep. And then this one.
You
get 2 because he completed it.
Yeah.
Dang, look at Siku go.
He's on a roll.
Okay.
I am going to take the architect.
Okay.
And I am going to place here, but I will only get 1 point for support.
I'm going to go here. Take the builder.
You'll get nothing for support.
No, but I'm blocking you from getting support.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to matter much.
I'm going to take the sculptor, and I'm going to go here.
Yep.
And that will give me 2 points for support.
New card.
And
I will close that off.
so you will get 1 for support.
And 2 there on the track.
Wow, that's a good jump.
Yep. New card. Already on to like the last round here. Siku.
Oh, it is Siku.
Does Siku want to complete this or this or that?
Well,
They're completing something.
yeah, he is going to complete something. I think he is going to take this artisan, and he is going to go here.
Okay.
So he will complete this, but I have the majority, so he's going to give me 5 points.
I get 1.
You will tie with Siku. Yep.
He had all the support. Did get there. All right, last go around here.
It is. This game plays pretty fast.
It does. I can't. I was going to use the architect. But we don't have the architect. Oh, we do have the architect. Because I need an architect. So I at least get 10 points here.
All right, and you're going to get 1 point for support.
Yep.
Oops.
Did you move me?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, I did.
I need at least one set just to help me out a little.
I'll take the builder and go here.
So you have majority there.
So
You get
that's
1
gonna
point
get
support.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 point for support. 6, yes.
Okay.
And I completed a row and a column, so I get to move
Nice.
2 spaces.
Very nice.
And we're out of cards here, so
Yep.
we will just use the last cards that we have. And if we can't place, because of the exposed symbols, then you basically just take a card and you place anywhere you want. Which one is that? It's a sculptor.
I'm figuring
and
out what item I want. Pole saw.
So that completed a row and a column.
Yeah.
So you're gonna move 2 spaces.
And I've got 2 support here, and I
You completed 2, so you're gonna get 5 for
Yeah.
that one, and then your second place here, so you're gonna get 2 for that. So 7 points total.
Did you give me 2 for the support?
I did not.
Okay,
So
9
you're gonna
total.
get 9 total.
That tops it off.
Okay.
So CQ's my last move. I'm done.
No, let's see what I want to do. Do I want to go for that? Which does not get me. Oh, that would give me a set. Yeah, I think I got to do this just because the sets were 10 points. Let's see, forward. Yeah, that would not be as many points. Money penny.
Different game.
Go here, and we don't, on the top, we don't get to move our architects.
No, but you get 2 for support.
I do get 2 for support.
And CQ.
That actually is going to work out.
I know. CQ's going to take that one. So you could get this one.
Yeah, CQ will take that, and
CQ takes that.
he'll go here. So now what we do is we actually have a temple topper.
Yes.
And what we're going to do is we are going to count up the number of our cubes that we have on the bottom. That person then gets to place the temple topper, and they get 7 points.
We won't officially place it.
Yeah.
What's on the outside?
So
Not on the bottom.
yeah, all around the outside. So we got
I think
12.
I have 14.
2, 4, 6,
I can't see my other
7,
side.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, I think. 15, I think.
Oh, okay.
So you got it.
Woo!
So you're going to get 7 points.
Bam.
That's your 78.
That little temple topper.
Yeah. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and figure up our score based on the in-game scoring that we have here. So the most cards is Siku. He has 4 of those. The remaining players, we're going to get 2 points per card.
I have 2.
I have 3, so I'll get 6 points.
So where are you? 79? Sorry.
I don't
I think
remember.
you're 79.
Okay. That's fine.
6. Because I jumped around you.
All right. Now we're going to go for the sculptors. And Megan, I'm going to let you score that first because my scoring is going to be different.
I have 25. So 105.
Because I have the blessing of adornment.
Yeah, but you didn't get as many.
I did not.
How many do you get?
I had 3.
So you would have had 12.
That's going to give me 18 points.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 103. There's that.
Next we have the artisan. So per tool type. So I only have 1 of each, and that's going to give me 0 points.
Do you have a set though?
But I do have a set, which will give me 10.
So I have 2 of each and 2 full sets. So I will get.
You're going to get 3 points for each of the 2.
Yep.
So
26 points.
So you have.
I have 2 of each. So actually, I should get so set. So I should get 9.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that's going to give you 9.
9 points.
9 points. Hang on. And you have a full set.
I have 2 full sets.
Sure.
20.
Yep.
So 34. Beast of Burden.
So the Beast of Burden, what we're going to do is we are going to multiply the number of Beast of Burden cards we have by the number of those symbols.
I have 6 times 4.
It's 24.
24.
So 4 and 20 gets you to 58.
You have.
I have 2, 4, 6, 7 times 4 is 28.
You're at 10, so
38. Yep.
Okay, Architect is the cards multiplied by the number reached on the Architect track. I only have 1, so I get 7. So I was at 7 on my track.
I have 2, but I am on 5, so that's going to be 10 points.
Nice.
48.
Elders.
So the elders, we're going to get 1 point for each of the matching symbols that we have. So
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for me.
So 7 for you.
Mm-hmm.
Put you at 72.
At the end of scoring, I may move one of my cards to any other card type. So I am going to move that here.
You said at the end of scoring?
It says end of scoring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would put me at 33. So that is 8 more points, please.
So we're going to give you 8 points for that, an additional 8 points.
Yes.
Which puts you at 80. All right, now mine's a little trickier. So I'm going to get 1 point for each of my artisans, which is only going to be 3. I will get 2 points because I have 2 of the elders, and I have 3 of those. So that's going to give me 6 points. I have 2 architects. I have 2 beasts of burdens. So let's see, I've got 2, 4, 6, 7 times 2 is 14.
Did you count your artisans?
And then finally, you're going to get 10 points for every set of unique ones that you have. So
10 for me.
10 for you, so put you at 90.
190.
But I am going to score that a little different because of the blessing of variety. At the end of scoring, I receive 15 points for every complete card set instead of 10. So I have
2?
At least 2.
You have 2.
Yeah, I have 2.
So
I was
30.
1 artisan short. So 30 points puts me at 103.
So you're at 203.
203.
Dang it. That's close.
Wow. That was, we actually scored more points this game than we did the previous game, but yeah, that was a huge, huge thing.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess I'll get the ice trophy.
Sure. I probably would have done better if I got that blessing. I would have. I should not have drawn.
I didn't get to do that.
I should have drawn attention to that because I was like, "Ooh, I want that," and the next card you snagged it, so I shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, but you did block me from doing that, which was big.
Yeah.
I had another card in a previous game that gave me 3 points for every support that I had instead of 1, which was kind of a big thing.
I had this in another game. You just get 6 points at the end, and it only had me 1 shy. Of beating you, which was a bummer.
But you can see that as we finished, we have a really nice looking table.
It is cool. The table presence on this is awesome.
Yeah. All right, so now let's get to what we think. Okay, we first saw this at Gen Con last year.
Yeah.
And I think the table presence is kind of what drew us to the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's very modular. It is very much a tactile game. And, I mean, these ice cubes are really cool. They're not totally frosted or opaque. They kind of have, like, little glitter, looks like little ice crystals inside of them, which are really cool. But, yeah, I do like how everything fits. and if you bump the table, it's not all gonna fall down. They are, you know, pretty locked in here, so they did really good with making sure like you're not gonna accidentally knock your whole temple down if someone gets up from the table or anything.
Yeah, and like you said, that this game does have that tactile feel.
Yeah.
You said you even liked the clanking of the.
I do. The sound of it. It was kind of like, it was
out.
a nice sound. It kind of reminded me of like Legos.
Yeah, sort of.
But no, I think it's really cool. We were saying, you know, it's kind of a chill game, no pun intended, with it being nice. But I mean, it is kind of a puzzle type game. There is some strategery on how you want to, you know, build it up. The first game that I played, I was more focused, I think, on getting the squares complete, where this game, I was trying to think a little bit more on trying to get the outside points. So that was something different that I tried. You know, I tried now for the beasts. I really like going for the sculptors. I feel like I always end up going for artisans pretty much. And I don't really focus as much on the architect or the builder cards. So that's why I was trying just to get this one to get at least a set at the end.
And we never actually used any of the switching in this game. We have in previous games.
Yeah. But it's not very common. I feel like we normally just get it to place more than doing the switching.
It's very situational.
Yeah, it definitely is. Because it's good if you're trying to block someone from, you know, scoring the row. But yeah, for us, we just normally end up using it just to place.
Yeah. I too like the gameplay. It's very simple. You know, you're taking a card, you're placing a cube out on a matching symbol, and you know, you're scoring, you know, some modest points that way. I like the tableau building, or the set collection.
I do like a good set collection.
And I tried something a little different. I went for more of the elder cards this time to try to get those symbols.
I felt like I had more elder cards in previous games, but I mean, it all depends too. Like if the cards that come up are cards that you think you want and would be beneficial. Since it's only 2, that's kind of hard. And in a 2-player game, you're not going through this deck as quickly as you might in a higher player count. And Siku's not touching these cards at all. So yeah.
And they do even tell you in the rule book that the game plays better with 3 and 4. In fact, there's special rules for 4-player game. I think you might remove some.
We took out some cards too in this, some blessing cards. I
Yes.
do like that, you know, they do give you the NPC to kind of, you know, have that to keep building your tower, because obviously you wouldn't have enough cubes to make a good tower just
Right.
with our own. I do think the colors are interesting. They're not your standard colors. I think they do very well fit with like the ice like vibe. The other color you get is like this deep like royal blue. Just the sound of that, I don't know. I like that. I think that's cool. But yeah, I didn't go for blue. I went for the teal this time.
Yeah, I do like. I think the components are pretty good.
Yeah.
The cards don't have a linen finish. They're kind of
No. I don't think
shiny.
they're gonna chip that much. I mean, with more wear and tear, they will.
But I do like the art on the cards.
I really do. Yeah, I think it's really cool.
So you can see the builders are taking out the chunks of ice. You know, you've got the artisans are doing their sculpting. The sculptors or I should say, they're doing
cutting the ice.
They're cutting the ice. The sculptors are doing their sculpting. The architect, you know, they're drawing the thing. The beast of burden, which I think it looks, you know, you got your rhinos there.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah, I think
and then
it's all
your
really
elders,
cool.
you know, they got the big fire because, you know, they're always cold. So
They're old.
yeah, because
Wow.
you know, it's like me. I wear
Yeah,
my
your
old man
jackets,
sweater. Yeah, so I really like that. Even the backs of the cards, you know, are nice. Even, you know, they're the. I just now noticed flipping these over because I didn't pay close enough attention. Well, the 2 cards. So if you look at that, it's got the second level. The third card has the next.
Card. Yeah.
And there's the 4th. So that's kind of a neat little a little touch there, which I like. The I really like the scoring.
Lays it all out for
Here.
you. Very simple.
So you kind of know what to go for, and you can see this at a glance. Plus, it's very easy. And then, you know, here's your overview on the back side, and a reminder about your builders and your elder special abilities.
Yeah, I mean, even I don't think the font's too small on these type of cards.
No, not at all.
Everything is really icon heavy too, with, you know, placing here, and you're mainly just going for the icons matching here. So even if you have, you know, colorblind, you can still figure out the symbols that need to go on here and all.
And while the game is basically going to play out the same, you don't know how the tiles are going to come out. You don't know how your first level is going to be presented, because that's going to be shuffled up. Kind of the same with how the cards come out. At least you do know they're going to come out, you know, 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s, and kind of the same with the other tiles. You just don't know the order.
It says this game is for ages 10 and up. I think that's a good, this could be a good entry type game for the family. I think even if you have littles that just want to help you maybe stack the tiles, as you play, that would be kind of fun to get them involved.
It is a good family weight game. Plus, like you said, these aren't moving because they're actually
locked in there.
They're locked in. Yeah. It's not hard. I mean, they're just, they just come right out.
Snap in. They're good.
Well, they don't even really snap in, but they fit in, and that keeps them from moving around.
But even if I do this, you're not going to tear up the whole tower. Yeah. So no one's going to accidentally knock it over unless you're like really forceful with it. Yeah, and for those that do like the table presence, I mean, this would be good, at a game night because people are going to see that and they're going to be, oh, wow, that's kind of neat. This would be good to break out in winter. I think we're so hot right now. That's why we broke this out. We're like, we need a cool game.
Yes, we just came back from 95-degree temps.
In Florida. Feels like over 100.
You could say that temperature was epic.
Haha, yes. Easter egg to go look on our channel.
Yeah. But no, I really enjoyed this game.
This
like
is
I
cool.
said, it's a good family weight game. It's a game that I think anybody in the family can play. You can get grandma to play this.
Yeah, definitely. It's not that hard. 1 to 4 players.
Obviously,
this would be better with a higher player count because then I feel like with us, we're using CQ to kind of screw the other person over more.
Exactly.
I mean, not to say an actual third player wouldn't, but for us, we're just kind of out there to screw thy neighbor. Yeah, I think 3 is kind of the player count that they are aiming for here. And I think, like I said, you would just have another player instead of having the dummy player. Yeah. And you're going to, like I said, go through those cards more because, a player will go through those. Yeah. They might have a different strategy than,
Yeah,
what we
but I really enjoyed this. This has been fun.
I like that it has a really good dummy player option, too. It's not just like, hey, set some cards aside and those are out.
And they gave him a name, so we didn't have to call him Hefe.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think it's good. I give this 2 thumbs up.
I'm going to give it 1 thumb up just on the weight of the game.
Yeah, I mean, it is a simpler game, but I think it's a good game.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I do enjoy it. But yeah.
It's not as thinky. It's not as heavy. It's a very light game.
That is correct.
Yes.
This game also does have a solo mode, so you do have some solo cards for that. And I do also want to show the insert of the box because I think that looks pretty cool. But that is Nunatak, Temple of Ice from Cosmos, and we will catch you guys next time.
Bye.
Thanks for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, click that like and subscribe button. You can also follow us on social media like Facebook
and Twitter at DadBeDaughter.
And if you like what we do and you want to support us, you can visit our Patreon page. So thanks for watching.
Thanks.